Hello, Madison here, and today we're going to talk about how my style developed over the last 10 years basically, because it's all contained in this giant binder. Before I had any sort of sketchbook, I was keeping everything in this giant book here. It's got all my different experiment styles. When I first started and I was drawing every single day, so we can kind of see how it grew, how I built the style I have now. So some of you, if you're kind of newer to your art journey, you might be in this phase, which is really just trying everything, and I'm excited to show you. There's a lot more fan art than normal. There's a lot of different mediums. Yeah, so let's go take a look at this and I will show you how I got from this style to the style I currently have now. Hello, so we're here now with the big book. The first page is really just some stuff that was loose and kind of just pushed in here. This is experimenting with just drawing inks and a dip pen, so not a regular pen. And then we've got we got this girl who started to be a project but was abandoned, so she never got finished. So yeah, that's the first page is just random stuff smushed in there. Hopefully it's pretty windy out and weird today, so hopefully that doesn't bother us. But yeah, this is the sort of stuff I started drawing with. So for example, I was very proud of this at the time. I'm gonna say probably 2015, 2016. We got a lot of glitter going on. And this is kind of how my style started. I'm still drawing with the same pencils that I draw with now. Some of the same colored markers. But I don't know, I just had a little bit more inspiration back then because I'd never tried anything. So this was one of my favorite ones because it was so sparkly. This one, markers, looks like we're in 2016, 2017 era. So near the beginning, and I'm sketching with pens and going over it with, I bought Copics in a gray scale. So we got her. I do like her. I'll take her out a little bit because she is pretty. Oh dear, the wind. Okay, I'm struggling. There. So that's sort of the details of her. And the other side looks like we got half of Sailor Moon who got ripped out. This one is one of my very favorites that I've ever done, ever. It's done with pastels, and it was actually a mistake. So it started with markers, and then later, to try to fix it, I went over it with pastels, and this was the result. And this is kind of above the level I was drawing at the time. I don't know how it came out, as well as it did. It's kind of got a girl in a weeping willow. And this is 2016. So yeah, the first year of my art journey. But obviously I'm not sketching. This is me trying to do a finished piece here. We got fan art, Little Mermaid in chalk. This was a page, this is 2016. This is, I tried to keep a sketchbook at the time, but I don't know. I had so many different books that I ended up ripping them all out and then placing them in this giant binder. So this one, it's gonna be annoying if I have to take them all out, I'm sorry. They're all taped in there. Yeah, I'll just show you here. Oh, no, I can undo it. Ah, there we go. So this one we got her, which was just a scribble. It's just in pen. Most of this old stuff is old pen scribbles, really, because that's what I started with. And it says create something beautiful. And this girl here is gouache, but I didn't like her, so she got covered. And the other side is another page from that sketchbook. More scribbles. Just I don't even know, see? The style is starting, but it's far from perfect here. But this is how it goes. This is the beginning. This page from, my first kind of sketchbook that I ever kept, we got, I don't even know what materials these girls are. They definitely started as just pen because there's just cross hatching, so just like a turquoise pen, and then it looks like paint. I'm looking at it carefully. Looks like I did some sort of painting here. And Little Witch. There's a lot less like sketching with pencil back then. I really went in just with pen, just to like test myself. And it says I was currently reading Throne of Glass. See, yeah, this is, okay. This is what the beginning of an art journey looks like. Messy, experimental. I actually got a sketchbook recently and with plans to do more of this, like right back to ink work, because I feel like I learned a lot doing these. And like they're teeny tiny, like look at her compared to, well, look at her compared to my hand there. She's tiny. But this helped a lot. And this eye here was like a set. I did like some colored pencil eyes that I framed and gave away just as gifts. So yeah, this is what it really looks like. It's a lot of work. This one, we got some moody stuff. I was really into wanting to try Inktober at the time. This is before any of my attempts that I showed you in my other video. But, ooh, my gosh, the wind is blustery. I don't know if you can hear it. We got a lot of just like Micron pen girls. I really do like her. I think there's something special about this one. There's something special about just like quick kind of gesture drawings without too much thought, because when you think about it too much, it becomes kind of stiff. Her eyes are kind of wonky. She's kind of cute. Down here we got this girl. I like her. This is with like an ink pen, like Pentel Aqua something. And the mummy girl, who for a while I was super proud of. I loved this mummy girl. Yeah, so that's this page. And the back looks like it's a bunch of different sketchbooks. So there's like a fairy, I don't know, ink faces. We got Overwatch fan art, Diva, Nerf this. I remember drawing this while I was like waiting in the lobbies with my friends, waiting for games to load. And this girl, who's kind of creepy, but like, she's got a specific style to her that like I feel is missing from my current style. I really like this one. This is my attempt in 2016 of a painting. I was much more into, instead of keeping sketchbooks, I was really trying to create finished drawings. It just like, I don't know, it didn't stick with me. I wish it did, but this is one of the ones I attempted as a finished piece, and it's kind of got like a galaxy hair. I think her face is good. Like, you'll see as we go, some of these get wonky. I think she's pretty good, and she kind of sparkles. And the other side is a mess of ink. Really, when I started buying drawing inks and like those dip pens with the little different nibs, I kind of went crazy. So this is like crazy of the nib pen. And yeah, we got my first ever try with gouache. Like, this is Sailor Jupiter, and I don't know if I made a sketch for this, but this is the final drawing. I love the background and the skirt and the hair. The only thing I don't like really is her face. But I'm proud of myself for trying. Sailor Mars is my favorite. I don't know why I drew Sailor Jupiter, but there she is. And looks like there's like rainbow colored pencils where as you draw it kind of changes color. So I just gotten those. You'll see on the next page. It's all rainbow. Lots of just doodling. That's what I miss the most, doodling flowers. Okay, so this pencil is amazing. It's I was using two pencils here. It says one called Evening Storm and one was Tropical. And yeah, so like I didn't color these at all. This is just the color of like one of the pencils. There's some pen in that. Sorry, I'm having difficulty here holding this up because the pages are so large. But yeah, And I think her mouth messed up, so she gets like glittery tape over her mouth, as happens in quite a few of my drawings. Other side, messy. I like to keep some of the mess. Eye practice. Random girl. Who knows what this is? I don't know. Meh. This one's alright. This one looks like it might have been trying to draw Sakura from Naruto, but I don't know. I don't remember. I really got into using the color erase pencils at this point. So we got, like, this is all just with those pencils, and I've never been able to replicate this style. This is like lived on its own here as its own style. She's cute. She's cute. If you use Pinterest for references, you probably recognize some of these, because that's where I get all my reference from, is Pinterest. So yeah, there's like rainbow girls. This is like an exciting time for me for art. Ooh, the wind is getting bad. Okay, we got this girl who I was trying to make a bookmark of, and it looks like I never finished her. Sometimes I look at this and I feel like my art has gone backwards, but really it just keeps evolving. Some sketches. Like, my normal sketchbooks now really just have finished drawings on each page. It's not experimenting anymore, which I think is really important. Especially when you're starting your art journey. Like, at this point, 2016, that's all I did. I didn't work. I didn't go to school. All I did was draw. We got some attempts at full body. Proud of myself, since I don't do that really much. And this was a fairy that I was proud of, but it turned out her arm here was like really wonky. But like, I can show you because it's best to see things that aren't perfect, right? So her arm was just too long was all. But she's got some glittery wings. And I was really trying to decide on what style to stick with. And this one was like pastel fairy core. And yeah, I guess some of the style still is with me. Except I don't use markers as much for skin because they are expensive. Another one of my pastel fairy core girls. This is done all in color erase pencil again. You can draw on it, you can smudge it around. Sorry for the reflection. So her face is just colored with those pencils but smudged. Same with her hair. Yeah, magical girl. This is the next kind of pastel-y girl. I was going through a phase, as you can see at this point. A theme that's stuck with my art really is stars, sparkles, pastels. So that's her. She's like a princess. Her limbs don't make much sense, but that's fine. We were learning. And the other side, we got half of a Sailor Moon fan art. Yeah. And this girl, which was, to me, anxiety. I have severe anxiety. This was me trying to draw what anxiety looked like to me. To me, it's like right in the center of my chest, so there's anxiety for you. Looks like we're getting into more ink. With like the Pentel brush pen. So we got her. Oh no, there's children outside. My dog may bark. Got her, which is markers and pens. We've got a rare pencil girl here. And, ooh, I like this page. Her, I still love her. I don't know how I did her. I can't redo her. But the colors of Copics in this are my favorite ones, which I recently tried to buy again to try to get this style sort of back. Oh, where's the camera? So it's like the lightest lilac, light grays, and like one that's called Ocean Mist. Oh no. The dogs, okay. And this one, ooh, Pentel brush pen, just practicing. We got, here I am painting while at camp, so magic is something you make. That's one of my favorite mottos. Ooh, wind. I love autumn. We're in 2016, so yeah, this is just watercolor, really. That's like kind of me staring at my camp. just trying to like rough pen stuff and like paint it in with watercolor. Oh my gosh, the dogs are distracting me. There's dogs outside, there's dogs inside by me. We've got, that was Marilyn Monroe, based on a picture of her with a quote from her, which is like, hold a good thought for me. I don't know, okay, if you're in Canada, the weather is insane right now. It blizzarded yesterday, it's a blizzard. Today it's just windy, all the snow's gone. Super windy though. We got some kind of demon pen girls. So yeah. Here we've got my first try at like toned paper. So we got this kind of fairy girl. Looks like this got covered up. Trying to color like jewels, like opals. I was like obsessed with trying to draw jewels at this point, but I've kind of given up on it. And more ink. I think this is maybe my favorite. I just love black ink. It's Magic Girl, Lady, Eyes. And this one is one of my favorite ones. Can I get the whole thing in? This one here is like a screenshot from a Sia music video of Maddie Ziegler dancing. Forget what Sia music video that was from, but I really loved Sia at the time, and I think it still looks really good. I don't know. Some of my stuff's wonky, some of it's good. This one I was really proud of, but now I look at it and I'm like, ew. And it's Sailor Mercury. I think I just didn't know when to stop at this point, really. Take it out. See the sparkles? She's got lots of sparkles on her. Yeah, she's drawn in graphite with the sparkles added after. And this girl, I remember being proud of this one too. This is, okay. This is, yeah, just colored pencil on toned paper, which I'd never tried before. So that was exciting. People race here, by the way. Like, up and down the streets in front of my house, people race their cars. I do not know why. Usually at night, but right now they're being loud. Okay. This is an experiment with a style I still want to experiment with, which is like grayscale mixed with like pastel. So this is like kind of a surreal melty girl. And this is the same. So like I love the background of this. I would love to try this more. Her face not so much, which is why I never really used it for anything. But again, we've got anxiety kind of flowing out and she looks troubled. So yeah, toned paper. Very first try at Inktober, Zombie. I did not like it. I don't think I continued. I can't really explain why I don't like it. I just don't like it. More toned paper. I do like these. I think we were getting somewhere here. I think like my style was starting to form a little more. This one is messy, but has so much glitter on it. Oh my gosh. My dog is literally like growling at the wind. So yeah, lots of sparkles on this one. Can't really see it. And this one more stylized. Like I was kind of almost trying realism here. And this one is more like a cartoony style. A lot of my old sketchbooks have just an eye page and swatches. And see, like, look at all these finished drawings. Whereas like now it's kind of like sketch, sketch, sketch. We got a mermaid. It's not perfect, but like I had so much fun drawing it. I remember just sitting alone, just like chill and adding glitter to everything. So that's her. I love to draw rocks, even though these rocks aren't great, but Crystal Cave. We got, that's Lady Amalthea from The Last Unicorn, which is one of my favorite movies. Getting better at profile faces. For some reason I was obsessed with like trying to get the profile face on. So that's her. Mermaid. Let's see if I can take this one out because the colors are pretty vibrant. This is colored pencil, just in a regular sketchbook. So you can tell, I was like trying really hard at this point, way harder than I kind of try now. It's got these like weird 3D pearl. I used to have like this weird squeezy bottle that made little pearl dots. We got her, but yeah, I think she's pretty. And like I haven't done a drawing where the whole thing is covered in like pencil crayon in so long. I much more prefer to leave the skin kind of natural and just add blush now. I've got, looks like I'm experimenting with charcoal here. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare. She's got like a pastel face, but the rest of her is charcoal. And this is kind of where my like decapitated girls with limbs and stuff missing came from, with the glitter coming out of it. I can't quite explain why this subject matter was fascinating to me. Could be just mental health at the time, kind of feeling like I had so much inside me and wanting it to come out. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what that is. I don't like this one, but it is chalk. The Little Mermaid fan art, it's pretty basic. Again, trying with the profile face. This one I do like. That one looks more my style. This is those markers that I mentioned, the nice colors of markers that I love. With a girl. So yeah, I think like the gray, the blue, and the purple work really well together. And there's just something about her face. They've gotten pretty messy. Like as you can see, her face is so like super dirty from like being in these sleeves for so long. Like I can't believe it's been almost, like it's been 10 years for some of these and 9 years for the others. Crazy. Miraculous Ladybug. I went through a phase where I watched that by myself in my bedroom for a while. Tiny Marilyn Monroe that is kind of wonky. Marilyn Monroe. I had a lot of books of her, so I was like kind of copying out of the books. Okay, now this is like what the style was when I first started. It was weird. It had these weird eyelashes. Little Mermaid again. So this is sort of like my starting point. Yeah, just practicing. Poses, faces. A very wonky Sailor Mars. It's like her eyes got a little weird. That's okay. She's kind of cute. But yeah, it's kind of fun to show you guys the old stuff because it's like, I don't know, I love it for what it is. It's not perfect, but like without this, without all these mistakes and stuff, I wouldn't be where I am today. So you just gotta keep going. Even like after some of these that are awful, you gotta keep going. And of course I threw away like the most awful ones. These are like what I consider the best ones of the time. Just a lot of the pages look like this, really. Messy, messy. Oh, there you go. Like hundreds of pairs of lips. Trying to understand. I would look through manga and stuff and just kind of copy the lip shapes to try to learn. We got, this is from like a really small Moleskine sketchbook a long time ago. We've got a mermaid here. Full color again. Like I had big ambitions. And then this was based, her eyes are a little close together, I can see that now, but at the time I did not. And it was originally a picture of Emma Watson. It looks nothing like her. I do not know how it turned into this, but that's what that is. This one I was super proud of at the time. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. My art when I was like 14 and like 15 was all like Disney and Harry Potter fan art. So this was like an ode to my younger self because I'm in my 30s now, so I don't do as much fan art, but when I first started, that seemed to be the easiest thing to do. So I do really like her. Wow, I hope that wind is not as loud in the microphone. And a rose, like practicing for a painting maybe? I don't remember. We've got an an ink girl, a marker girl, and another Ariel. Can you tell I maybe was obsessed with Disney? Maybe with The Little Mermaid? I do have a few Disney tattoos, but surprisingly they are not Ariel. They are Pocahontas and Rapunzel. Yeah, I don't know. Color race, very early on. You can tell it's early when the eyes look like this. Very early on practice. I'm quite curious. You should like tell me, do you see like my current style in this stuff? Can you tell? We've got watercolor painting of just a mermaid with like, she's got glitter, little glitter crown and a glitter tail. Oh, like it looks like that's covering something I was trying to hide. Where's the sparkle? Where's the sparkle? There. Watercolor. I was really new at watercolor here. This is one of my first tries. I'm still not great at it, but I like to use it, so why not? And it looks like that was covering this because like this is what I would consider like messy. Okay. Another really big Ariel. It looks like she's done in pencil crayons because it's caked on there thick. Like I was struggling a little, but more Ariel. Okay, this I remember was like, this was one of my first drawings when I first like really started. This is 2015. It's like the mermaid from The Mermaid's Lagoon in Peter Pan. This was one of my first ones, and this is what kind of got me, ooh, I'm all over the place. What got me saying like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep practicing because I liked this, but I knew I could do better. We got Princess Jasmine. Got another Ariel. Okay. We got some wonky proportions going on here. She's kind of fun. But yeah, I would say I was in my 20s when I was doing this. So I definitely had like a later start in actually seriously trying. Okay, I got gel pens as a gift. Can you tell? Neon colored gel pens. Another mermaid from Mermaid's Lagoon. Only problem with her is that her skin got super muddy. But I do love like the neon, like sea plants. I've tried to redo some of these digitally since. It's a little easier. We got my friend's cat, Pocahontas with just pastels because I was really into pastels. We got another Marilyn. That one actually looks kind of like her. Ink Marilyn. Evangeline Lilly as a cartoon. She is an actress. Just stuff from my imagination practicing. These pages kind of got ruined. You can see like they're all like warped, but protects everything. These were an experiment with, I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're like Derwent Graphitint. They're like graphite, but they're slightly colored and you can add water to them. And I have not tried these since, but I always wanted to maybe review them because like I have all these kind of random types of pencils like these that I would never think of how to use them. So maybe we should try this again and like try to make something because this is not it. I was proud at the time. I like the colors. That's mostly chalk pastel and some pencil crayon. Well, I'm like, every time I turn the page over, I'm like, whoa. I drew this at work. It says, magic is something you make again. Just gel pen, tree. There's very early, like, she's pretty different. Lady Amalthea from The Last Unicorn and Sailor Venus. So yeah, the very beginning was like eyelashes. I still do a lot of eyelashes, but like too many eyelashes. This I posted on social media at the time and it got a lot of attention and I do not know why because I hate it. But it's a giant Sailor Moon. Her face got messed up, so I tried to paint over it. Kind of got worse. But yeah, it was very fun. So Sailor Moon. And this one got ruined from being in here, but it was like an ocean girl. Ooh, it's still blustering out. We got chalk pastel Marilyn Monroe. As you can't tell, I was a big fan of Marilyn. She was just very beautiful, so she was very fun to draw. And I've never really done this style of you know, pastel. It's almost realism. It's close. Very messy Alice in Wonderland attempt. I remember being really excited while drawing this. There's pictures of me and my dog like sitting together drawing this, but it never really got finished. It kind of gave up at some point for some reason, and I never went back to it. Pastel girl on a bench. Was kind of trying, like, you know, not super detailed, but enough so you could tell what things are. Lollipop girl. This style with like everything outlined in gel pen hurts my soul, but like it looks kind of fun. It's different. Pastel girl. It just says sugar. It says sugar something on the bottom because she's holding ice cream. Really, really old drawing of Hermione. Like a princess with like this kind of gold pigment pastel I had. Okay, this one I still really like, and I'm still really proud of it. This is Tinkerbell, and it's done with chalk. And the amount of detail and like depth with the colors I was able to get, I was so proud of it. I thought this was like my version of an oil painting. Nothing could ever get as good. 10 whole years ago. It's crazy. Take it out so we can see it without the glare. But yeah, there's Tink. Yeah, I still like this one. I don't like her face isn't perfect, but I still love it. I love the colors. I think there's something about this style of coloring that I really, really love. So we'll put her back in there for the next 10 years. Go in there. Hermione. And that, okay, yeah, that ended off with a really good one there. The rest is literally like, there's Peter Pan from maybe 2001, 2003, I don't know, this is old, guys. But I have a fascination with Peter Pan, and I continue to collect and write fan fiction involving Peter Pan. And this, there's one more, this, and this is from 2006. So before I had a style really, these were just drawings for like college. They made us draw something to see where like our skill level was. That was my skill level. But yeah, I'll end it on this. So I think this binder is good. You know, if you have a bunch of sketchbooks that are unfinished or filled with stuff you hate, cut out the ones you like the best and put them all in a binder like this, because like it would have been so much space for me to keep all the books that these were in. Like someday I might want to do that with some of my other ones. Next time I want to go through a big box of art with you. A while ago, all of my, okay, this is gross, but all of my sketchbooks, in the spines of them, we got like infestations of insects, and they lived in the spines of the sketchbooks. So we had to cut every single page of all my sketchbooks out. So I have a giant box full of maybe 3 years of sketchbooks. It was devastating to cut all the books up, but it'll be fun to go through because like I don't even remember drawing half of it, and the style gets kind of crazy. But yeah, this was my style when I first started my art journey. If any of you are just starting, like keep pushing, because look at how much it's changed, like from this to what I'm doing now. I'll put like a picture of what I'm doing now. It's a big difference, and it's just because I practiced a lot, and like when I do stop practicing for a year or so, I feel I lose a lot of progress. So even if you don't feel like doing it, force yourself. I've been doing that lately. I started a new sketchbook that's kind of teeny tiny, forcing myself. And it's super, super cute. I can't wait to show that. See, I'm trying so hard to draw a lot so I can finally do tours of the new ones to show you guys, because I'm really excited as to where my art journey's going. Yeah, let me know if you think this style, like what do you think of all these different styles? There's so many. Do you see my current art style in these old ones? Do you see where it came from? We can talk about art influences and stuff sometime. I can tell you like what inspired me and what I was looking at while I was trying to learn. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the unexpected Disney fan art. Someday we can go through the Harry Potter fan art. So yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. I hope the wind dies down. It's crazy out there. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.